Well, welcome back to the channel everybody. We are heading out from Bridge of Orchy on a bike packing overnight with a bit of luck. If you're watching this video, that means it probably came off, although we're doubtful because it's cold, it's damp and it's pretty miserable. But we're going to head along the West Highland Way heading south and then head inland to Loch Lyon, hopefully for a circuit and an overnight camp. So follow us along and we'll see how we get on. Toilet roll. Bit blowy. Right, we're in the Orchy Estate, which is a bit of a dark secret, which I'll tell you about later. We're heading that way. No problem. If you can see that on film there, there's some deer just to the left of the fence and the woods in the big. I reckon we're about a mile and a half from the loch. It's been pretty tough. Well, for me with no EPA, I felt it in the legs. Snack stop. Just stopped at this old barn, it's nice and sheltered. Let me zoom out for you. Well, we've made it to the loch, but it is pretty bleak, so we'll have to go and try and find a sheltered spot. So we're going as far as this, and we're just deciding whether to cross the river and maybe camp over by the ruins, but it's quite deep water. We're pretty tired. These guys are low in battery, my thighs are burning. I'm not sure what we're going to do. It's either that we start turning back before dark and maybe camp further down the glen on the way back. Nice view though, when you get the time to appreciate it. Well done. What's he saying? Okay, I've just crossed, but I nearly dropped the bike and went in, so I've now got 2 wet feet. Let's see how James gets on. Well done. Well, I've decided to stay. As you'll see, turning around, the guys are getting set up. I've gone very minimalist tonight in the Vaude. Richard's in a big Agnes copper Spur, I think. UL2. James is in the MSR Access one. Right, I better go and get my stuff decanted. I'll bring you back in a wee while. Batteries, I don't even know why I brought batteries, I don't know what they're for. Yeah. I've got them regardless. Before the rain comes. Oh, it's quite nice, you're out the wind. Richard's set up, luxury, lots of space, room for two, and for one tonight. All good. You should always come camping with James. It's like a full-on cordon bleu kitchen. Yeah, spices and oils. Brilliant. Coconut cream, that beginning. Wow, that's really good. Oh. Nice. Is that the best that I like most? Is that the best that I like? You got another one? Looking great. Smells good as well. So it's about 8:30, I think, or maybe 9:15, I'm not sure. But the fire started to die and the wind was brutal and there's kind of hail and rain, so we just kind of all retired to our tents now. So I'm going to watch a movie and maybe just edit some of this video. Richard sounds like he's listening to something on the Grand Prix as far as I can tell. I don't know what James is doing, he's very quiet. But I think he might have earphones. Anyway, so yeah, just brutally cold outside, so we just thought it'd be better to retire in here. It's a very, very small tent, this wee Vaude, so I'm literally just lying down and that's about all I can do. Sitting up and changing is just a comedy of errors. But anyway, it's been a good, if tough, Type 2 fun day. I've struggled with the guys on the e-bikes, just pedalling on normal power. And for a long time there I had really bad cramp in my legs, but I've managed to recover now. Just got some fluids down me, some salts and some food. So yeah, it'll be good. I think tomorrow, rather than go round the loch, we'll just bail and go straight out. Because it's a pretty bleak loch in this weather. There seems no reason to circumnavigate it. We're not going to see anything particularly interesting. So yeah, so I said I'd tell you about the dark secret of this estate. It turns out there was a tragic incident. It was a charity biker, a cyclist, who stopped at the Bridge of Orchy Hotel on the way down the road. And around about midnight he left the hotel to carry on to Stirling, and unfortunately he was hit by two gamekeepers in a pickup truck, and I think they kind of panicked basically, and instead of helping the guy they left him by the roadside injured and drove away in the pickup truck back to the estate. And we're on the estate, it's called Orchy Estate, and there the changed vehicle came back, and by the time they came back for the guy he had tragically passed away. So they put him in the back of the pickup truck, took him into the estate, and then buried his body where they kept the carcasses of deer. And this secret remained secret for a long time. I'll put it on the screen, I can't remember exactly how long, until one of the brothers who had done this had a long-term relationship with a girl. And she said to him, before we get married, is there anything I should know? And it was at that point he blurted out and took her to the site where he'd buried the chap, and they'd hid his bicycle behind the waterfall. Anyway, she had the presence of mind to drop a drinks can at the burial point, and then went to the police and told them, and they were then discovered and jailed, and obviously went to court. And funnily enough, I was actually at the sentencing of these two guys.
Statements made by members of his family, one by his widow, one by his daughter, and one by his son. Their terms clearly indicate the profound, devastating, and continuing impact of your actions on their lives. You have caused them to suffer devastating loss and emotional harm, which is ongoing, and the lasting effect of which may be incalculable.
It's a long story, but my daughter's a lawyer, and so I went along to see this. It was quite a high-profile case, and it will be on the television soon, actually. There's a programme called Murder Hunt. and the whole story I think will be recited on this very shortly on the BBC, so you might well see me in that one, strangely enough. So it's kind of strange to be on the estate where this all happened, and this poor chap was laid to rest in amongst the deer carcasses. So it's a bit of a tragic story, and really sad for the family who had no idea what was going on. I can remember years ago thinking maybe I should help in the search, because they obviously trawled the A82 looking for this guy, and there was no sign of him. He'd disappeared off the earth. Anyway, bit of a sad story, but so I just thought I'd tell you that's actually where we are. We're on this estate, which was involved in the whole crime. So a sad state of affairs. I feel for the family completely. But the two boys, the brothers, were locked away, I think one for 5 years and one for 12 years. So they're serving the sentence at the moment. So, anyway, if I don't speak to you, I'll bring you back in the morning. Cheers. Porridge and coffee this morning, a wee cappuccino and a dry bread roll, nout to go on it, and then I've got some minstrels and licorice, all sorts to keep me going on the way out. Richard's cooking down by the river, out the way of the wind. It's definitely a bit brutal at this time of year, in this weather. It's like type 2 fun, as we were just saying. I think we might wait till warmer weather for the next one. This might be a bit too much information, but I went to use a handkerchief last night. Thought this was a hanky. As you may see, it's my wife's pants. Sorry, Jan. Right, it's nearly time to go. Time for a sharp exit. We've had a quick breakfast, camped, we're just about ready. Got that river crossing to do again. Just hope I don't put my feet straight back in it, because I've only just warmed up. And then a few miles out, but we're not going to circumnavigate the loch. We're just going to head straight back to the West Highland Way and back to Bridgewater. So we've got the wind behind us at the moment, but James is running very low in range, so taking it pretty easy. Richard's bike's much more efficient than yours, so he's got a lot of range left, he's okay. It's for me, but you should go for it. You might as well use the remainder of your battery. Thank God, that was tough. But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you out there for the next one. I think I'm going to give up camping, I'm going to give up outdoor activities, and I'm going to go to golf or indoor bowls. That was tough. Thanks for watching.